Okay, here's our TablePi setup. It takes a SharePoint Online Excel file and displays the data in it on a table format on an attached TV using the Raspberry 4 device. So if you had an Excel file like this, you can display it automatically on a TV. Any change to the Excel file should show on the TV in 15 minutes. The install scripts are on GitHub. The user account that does the Excel download is a limited Office 365 user account with no licenses and no MFA enabled. The user account should be added to the visitors group on the SharePoint site. It only needs to read the data from SharePoint. Again, the changes made in the Excel file will show on the TV. Okay, so get your Raspberry Pi set up and open up the Chromium web browser from the desktop. Now go to the github.com site shown here. Now click on the TablePi repository on the top left. And now click on the 0-TablePi sh file. Click on the copy icon shown here to copy to your clipboard. Open the terminal application. Hit Shift, Control, and plus several times to increase the text size so you can see it better. Right-click and hit Paste. Click the right arrow on your keyboard and hit Enter. Hit Enter after all the following areas where it asks for data. Type in http:// and then your Raspberry Pi's IP address shown in the terminal above it. It is best if your Pi always has the same IP address, so you might want to set that as a reserved DHCP IP address. Or you can type in http:// localhost, and you won't have to worry about the IP address changing. Now type in the password you want to use for the WP WordPress user account. Type in the domain name that is used in Office 365. That's your main domain name, shown up at the top in this screen here, in gray. Type in your SharePoint site name here. In this case, named Help. Type in your Office 365 limited user account username in here, typically in an email format. Type in the password for that account here. Type in your Excel file name here. Is this a SharePoint site or a Teams site? In this case, we're going to be using a SharePoint site. So type S and hit Enter. A Teams site can be used, but it has a different folder structure than a regular SharePoint site. Check if the above information is correct. Hit yes or no, and then enter. If you hit no, it'll kill the script. After installing, the MariaDB security setup will start. Hit enter. Hit enter again. And again. Enter the password you want to use for the MariaDB root account. Enter that password again and hit enter. Enter, and enter again, and one more time. Now it says start installing. Alright, hit enter here and it's going to reboot your Raspberry Pi. Go into WordPress. Pick your language and hit continue. Click Let's Go. Enter WordPress DB, WP user, and the password you chose from earlier. Then submit. Click Run the installation. Enter a site title here. Here we'll put test, a WordPress admin account name, and a password for that. Check the checkbox and put an email address and check the last field. Then hit Install WordPress. Okay, we're done here. Now close out the Chromium window here. Click on the /finalized text file on the desktop to open it up. Select all the text and copy it to your clipboard. Open a terminal up. Zoom in so you can see your text and then right-click and paste into the terminal. Hit the right arrow on your keyboard and then hit Enter to begin the script. Alright, now we're done. Type in sudo and hit reboot. Alright, now this is displaying the local WordPress website. Be aware that at 15-minute intervals the screen will be refreshed in Chromium app. Alright, open a new Chrome window and go to your WordPress admin login page shown here. You'll either use your IP address or the local host we chose before. Log into WordPress here with the credentials you selected beforehand. Click on WP Data Tables over on the left. Close this password prompt that comes up from Chromium. Click the second option, create a data table linked to an existing data source. Choose a CSV in the drop-down area, also the URL from any domain, and then type in HTTP, your IP address or localhost, output.csv, and click Save Changes. Click the Display tab. Under there, uncheck the same checkboxes as this screen is showing, then click Save. Alright, open the Sorting tab and Filtering tab and make the same unchecks as is shown in this screen. Open the Table Tools tab and make the same unchecks as shown in the screen. And then click Save Changes again. Up on the top left, hit Go to Pages and click Add New. Close this wizard out. Click on the black plus icon to add and then type in WP Data Tables. Click on the Page tab at the top right. For template, choose FW full width no header footer as the option. Choose Publish. Click Publish. Click on the W in black square at the top left to go to the WordPress settings. Go to Reading under the main WordPress settings area. Change the home page to your new page you just set up. Hit Save Changes. Go under the WP Data Tables main settings area and uncheck Show Plugin Creds below Tables. Hit Save Changes. Go under the font and settings and change your font size to something around 80, depending on how much data you need to display on your TV. Alright, now reboot your Raspberry Pi, and this should show on your screen. Adjust as needed. All your settings are in shell files on your desktop. Under your user profile on the Raspberry Pi. Font sizes obviously are changed under WordPress. Please subscribe to my channel and thanks for watching. Goodbye.